Julianna Goldman joins us now from Washington. Julianna, how risky is Clinton's strategy of attacking Trump?
Well, it does carry some risks. Look, on the one hand, her campaign heard this kind of salty, controversial language from him and thought this is a great way to start and try to galvanize women around Hillary Clinton. But they also have to be careful not to alienate some of the supporters who Trump has brought into his fray, who are feeling this economic insecurity that he's playing to. And also the other thing we've seen in the last week is some establishment Republicans coming to Trump's defense and rallying around him after Clinton's comments last week at the debate, saying that he was ISIS's best friend, using him in recruitment videos that haven't been proven, that we've not seen any videos of the sort. So you saw Paul Ryan, for example, coming out and saying that Hillary Clinton shouldn't make those claims. That's something we have not seen before. It's been this divide between Donald Trump and the establishment Republicans. But for Hillary Clinton, the risk is letting Republicans unite right now instead of being divided in this fractured primary.
Julianna, can we talk a little bit about Ben Carson? At one point, firmly in second place. He's been slipping in the polls. Ted Cruz has been picking up some of his supporters. And recently, he sort of hinted that there may be some changes among his staff. It wouldn't be surprising if there was a shakeup. What's going on with his campaign?
Well, yeah, he hinted in a round of interviews with reporters that there would be this kind of shakeup. Then he sort of walked that back. Look, over the last couple of months, in the wake of the Paris attacks, San Bernardino attacks, the new focus on national security and terrorism in this race, he has really slipped. And as you mentioned, it's been to Ted Cruz's benefit, who has really been absorbing some of Ben Carson's support. So if this gives any sense of how the campaign is thinking, about a month and a half ago, I was talking to one of his senior advisors as they were starting to slip in the polls, and they were talking about potential foreign trips. This was before he went to Jordan, trying to shake things up in the race, knowing that they needed to burst through the headlines and do something unconventional. So look, the campaign is trying to figure out ways to get back into the conversation here, shake things up, and get some of the headlines back in their favor.
Okay, so Julianna, 2015 almost over, primary season about to begin. We've got 6 weeks before the Iowa caucuses. What are we expecting on the campaign trail?
Yeah, I would just look for full steam ahead in Iowa. Hillary Clinton, she might be the front runner. She might be positioning herself to take on Donald Trump right now, the Republican field. But she really has to beat Bernie Sanders first. And in Iowa, our recent battleground poll showed him just 5 points behind her. He's leading her 14 points in New Hampshire. So if he wins in either of those two contests, it has the potential to prolong the Democratic primary, even into March. That leaves less time for Hillary Clinton to position herself for the general election. And then on the Republican side, the question is anyone going to be able to take down Donald Trump? And we're going to be watching Iowa very closely to see how Ted Cruz, whether or not he can continue his lead there, and then who gets out of Iowa, who continues on to New Hampshire, and then, of course, into the March primaries.
It's going to be an interesting start to the new year. Julianna Goldman in Washington, thank you very much.
Sure thing.